Good afternoon, I'm Hope Malone, the Big Cheese at Ham and Cheese Events. Today we're going to work on a tomato bruschetta. So today, to prepare this recipe, we're going to need fresh tomatoes, freshly washed, garlic chopped, a kosher salt, and a pepper, a black pepper, fresh basil. If you have it in your garden, I recommend that more than anything, and the French batard. For our equipment that we're going to need is a serrated edge knife for your batard, and also a big chef's knife to cut and dice your tomatoes. As we cut, you want to make a nice angle so that you have a larger surface area from your French batard so that you can put more product on it. Using the olive oil on your bread will be a nice complement to the tomatoes that we dice in the actual tomato bruschetta. At this point, you can also place a little salt. Once we've cut the bruschetta and drizzled the olive oil, we're going to place it in the oven at 375 for anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes, depending upon how your oven works. But what we want to look for is a nice golden brown. So these are a very nice crust, a little light, not too difficult, but perfect bite to the crunch. So at this point, we're going to let these cool and begin our tomato bruschetta actually in its own. So we're going to cut these tomatoes, again, cutting 3 and then 3 again after you remove the core. This is the basil, fresh from the garden. It's been rinsed and cleaned. The best way to clean these is to, again, rinse under the water and roll them gently in a paper towel. Take and de-stem. You only want to use the basil leaf. You want to lay your basil leaves on top and then actually roll them together. Then lay on your cutting board and simply cut into very, very thin lines. This is called chiffonade. So with our tomatoes drained, we're going to place them in a stainless steel bowl. Add our basil. I usually add about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, and this is just a chopped garlic that has got a little bit of olive oil in it. Let's do another one. And then a pinch of salt to taste, and my very favorite thing is black pepper. Stir all of your product together. And at this point, we really want to let it set for probably 30 minutes or so. And we're going to put this in the refrigerator again and let it begin with the aromas. Take each of your French batards that you've toasted earlier with an olive oil and a little bit of salt. And then I like just to use a small tablespoon, but as much product as you want. If you're a big tomato basil fan, you can absolutely use more tomatoes. And some of my very favorite thing to do, and it's not mandatory, is a balsamic glaze. All balsamic glaze is a really good balsamic vinegar on the stove, and it actually reduces itself down to a thick glaze. My name is Hope Malone. I'm the Big Cheese at Ham and Cheese Events, and makes for a great evening of appetizers.